Many people need to gain experience within an industry before they can start looking for work. This experience is unpaid and opportunities are rarely advertised. A work experience request letter requires you to emphasise how you can benefit the employer. It also includes precise information about what you hope to achieve, dates of availability, and why you have chosen that particular employer to gain experience from. Before you begin writing your work experience request letter, research the company. You need to know things like: where are their offices located? Do they specialise in any particular service or product? Have they recently won any awards or funding for projects? And which part of their business are you particularly interested in? By doing this, the employer feels that you have especially chosen them to request work experience from, rather than randomly finding them in the yellow pages. At this point, phone the employer to find out the name of the person that you would send a work experience request letter to. You may find that some companies simply do not take on work experience students, and this would save you the time of sending them a letter. Once you have contacted the employer and completed your research, you can think about your specific skills, abilities, experiences and knowledge that would be useful to this particular employer. The fact that you are requesting work experience tells an employer that you are also hoping to learn new skills. Write down what you hope to achieve so that you can clearly state your work experience placement objectives. This also helps an employer to decide whether or not they can practically provide you with experience and support that you need. You then need to be clear about your preferred dates and the duration of work experience that you would like. You may need to explain that you are hoping to attend work experience during your holidays or on a particular day of the week when you don't have to attend class. Be aware that the employer may also have certain periods of shutdown throughout the year, such as Christmas, and this could affect when they could take you on for a placement. We will now go through the format of a work experience cover letter. Begin with your name and address. Beneath this, write the date alphanumerically. Beneath this, write the name of the person that the letter is addressed to. Following the name, type the person's position title, company name, and address. Leave 2 spaces and type your greeting. Below this, you must include 1 line that states that the letter is a request for work experience and mention which particular department or area you are interested in. This statement should be bolded and underlined. You may then begin your first paragraph. Mention how you have obtained the person's name, i.e., from your phone call, or because you were referred by someone who knows them. You then need to state why you are seeking a work experience opportunity. Mention your relevant studies and some of your specific skills you already have, as well as those you would like to learn. Your second paragraph outlines your research about the employer and why you have chosen them specifically to request work experience. What future career goals do you have that are relevant to the employer? Your third paragraph briefly outlines your dates and times of availability. At this point, you may also mention that you are able to provide work experience insurance at no cost to the employer. For more details about work experience insurance, please refer to the workshop entitled Finding Work Experience. The final part of your letter should emphasise to the employer that you are not looking for paid work. It is important for the employer to know that you are not expecting a job at the end of your work experience placement. If you are, then this can be mentioned during your exit interview. For information on exit interviews, please refer to the workshop entitled Finding Work Experience. The last sentence in your letter needs to state that you will phone the employer in a few days' time to discuss your request further. You can also provide your contact details in case they would like to contact you first. Remember, one of the biggest differences between finding a work experience opportunity and an employment opportunity is that your work experience is your priority, not the employer's. By making sure that you phone the employer, you are showing initiative, motivation, and enthusiasm. It also means you are not waiting around for weeks for a reply. End your letter with yours sincerely. Sign your name, then print it again beneath your signature. That brings us to the end of the Work Experience Request Letter instructional video. Please click on the link entitled Work Experience Request Letter Template to see a written example. Well done and good luck towards your search for work experience.